Welcome to Mission SONlight Chat from the Media Missionaries of Network 7 Media Center. We are not in our world headquarters studio located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We are in the United States of America, but we're in the central states of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, for a special ASI presentation of Mission SONlight Chat. We're in the big exhibit hall of ASI this year, and ASI's exhibit hall has 200 or 300, several hundred ministries and members and people just sharing their faith, networking with one another, and talking about the blessing of working, what's going on in their service to Christ. And ASI is an exciting place to network and to just share with one another. It's invigorating. So as you listen to our interview, you'll probably hear noise over the loudspeaker, hear conversations behind us, maybe some music. Just be aware we're here in a very dynamic live setting. Mission SONlight is a nonprofit media production. If you want to know more about us, you can visit us at missionsonlight.org. My name is Christopher Beeson. Our director of production today, engineering, is Jordan Wagner. And our guest today is Leovinia Perez from People of Peru Project. Again, if you want to know more about us, Mission SONlight Chat, you can go there to missionsonlight.org. You can click donate. I want to thank you in advance for whatever you might do, and your prayers are appreciated. Whatever you do, we're grateful for you. We appreciate what you would do for this work. One more thing before we get into our interview with Leovinia. We need to grow, to touch more lives for Jesus, to share the story of Jesus, to spread the truth as it is in Jesus. So please, if you can't give your time, you can't give your prayers, you can't give your monies, would you please share this link to today's program with a friend or even an enemy? Post it on your social media, text it to a friend right now, even send it through snail mail. Share Mission SONlight Chat today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Leovinia, I just met you just a short while ago. Tell me a little bit about who you are and the ministry that you're working with. And I'm just going to move your microphone just a little bit closer there. Go ahead and share with us.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you for your invitation. My name is Leovinia Perez. I'm from Peru. Well, I'm a child psychology, and right now I'm working for People of Peru Project. My brother also, he's a dentist. He's working also for People of Peru Project. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we are in this, I'll say this is a big project for us because we just trying to get as more people as possible in our city. I'm
going to make an assumption you're from Peru. Mm-hmm. You have a passion for your people.
Yes.
You speak Spanish and English quite well. Any other languages?
No.
No. Okay, those two are your. And give us more detail. What does People of Peru Project do? What are some of the ministry aspects of this organization?
Well, People of Peru Project has been working in Peru for 23 years. We have different kind of social work. We have a crisis center. Right now we having 20 little girls that they are completely abandoned. The government.
How many did you say? 23?
20.
Wow.
Yeah. 20. The government bring to us, to these kids, that some of them, they don't have parents. We don't know where they are, or the parents just abandoned with their grandpa, grandma, or with the neighbors. So we just are the place, a home for them. Mm-hmm. The government is the one in charge to look for their families or some other relatives. While they're with us, we just have them as we give them a home, we give education, we teach them about Jesus too.
So you have an opportunity to intervene not only for their livelihood, but for their spiritual health as well.
Yes.
Yeah, wow. Mm-hmm. Any other aspects to the ministry?
Yes. While these kids are in our place, in the way they finish their things, their process with the government, and they get more than 18 years old, if they want to stay with us, they can do that, but they need to show us that they are hungry of continuous study. The organization give completely a scholarship to them. Mm-hmm. That happened to me. I'm a psychologist through the organization.
So you mentioned advocacy for the young females. Your brother is a dentist, so
yes.
you have a medical aspect to the program. Anything besides dentistry?
Yeah, and we have a water filter program.
Okay.
We go different places of our city, out of our cities, where people, they don't have clean water. We look for places where we need to bring then those filters as a donation, but also we follow them every 2 weeks and continue. We just not trying to go and give things. We try. What we try is to do relationships.
Okay. Any other dynamics of the?
Well, also we having right now we have a big. I don't know. Maybe I will say it's a plan. We got a new place where we want to do do a construction for a clinic. All free. It's going to be a surgery center. Doctors from this country going to Peru to do this work.
Okay.
That's our big plan right now.
Okay. So what else can you share about People of Peru Project?
Well, People of Peru Project, in all these 23 years, we've been helping a lot of people, bringing medicine all around the jungle, bringing the God word, because we work with kids in the streets, and also we have volunteers coming from here, from the States, for about 7 or 10 days. So they could be doctors, they could be a group of friends, they can be a group of people from church. We just have different kind of groups, and we go for medicine and share about God.
So somebody could do a mission trip to Peru. Where would you send them if they came to
To
Peru?
Papi's house, where is the crisis center.
Okay. Would they do like a vacation Bible school type program? Would they do a building program?
Yes.
What would they do?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Okay. Anything else besides a VBS and building?
And the medical attention.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of Western-based doctors, nurses,
Coming
dentists?
to, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. How many do you think you would say you have?
Ooh, in all these years?
Sure.
How many?
Per year.
Per year we used to have 9 or 10 groups a year since February to July. So we just finished like 2 weeks ago, the last group.
Okay. So you have a lot of people visiting and supporting the people of Peru.
Thanks God, yes.
Yeah. All right. I want to talk to you about your experience being a project of People of Peru, but we're going to do that in just a moment. We're going to take a break. Thank you for joining us. We can just take a 60-second break, but a reminder, you can check us out at missionsonlight.org. It's a place where you can learn more about us and you can give there. I want to invite you to share the link to the program or the entire show podcast platform with a friend or text, by text or by social media or even by email. Take a moment right now during the break and share about Mission Sonlight Chat with someone. We'll be back with more Mission Sonlight Chat. Welcome back to Mission Sonlight Chat. My guest, Leovinia Perez. You're with People of Peru Project. And not only are you with it, you are a product of it. Tell us about your youth, your childhood, and what happened at around 13 years of age, and how you ended up being, I think you said, a psychologist with People of Peru. Give us your story. It's really fascinating.
Okay. Well, when I was 13 years old, I met Paul Opp. He's the founder of People of Peru Project. But before that, we had a really bad time, bad years.
And you say we, you're speaking of your family.
My family, yes. My dad got very, very sick. He was about 2 years at the hospital. Between those years, he got about 6 surgeries. Family didn't have money. My mom need to work at the hospital to pay debts. She was 24/7 at the hospital, while my older sister taking care home, making food for us. I was the one selling candies. Was very hard.
Doing what you could do to survive.
Yes, to bring money at home.
Mm-hmm.
That was very hard time. And I don't know. After all that time, after I met Paul when I got 13 years old, and now, I will say he was my angel, not just for me, also for my family.
Mm-hmm.
Because after I met him, my brother and me, we could go to the school having uniform, having school supplies, having food at home, because since I met him, he helped us.
And speaking of help, what component of help from People of Peru brought you to where you are with your education? So you became a psychologist?
Yes.
Okay. Wasn't there a connection with People of Peru for that to happen?
Okay. Well, as I said, I met Paul when I was 13 years old. He came back next year, and then he was coming every single year until he started his organization in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finished high school, he's been promised me that he's going to help me with the school. So he did. He helped me. I went through the college, and but I didn't know that this was getting like a big plan,
So what school was it that you went to?
I went to a private university in Iquitos City.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And where is that located from Lima?
Well, it's in the jungle.
Okay.
1 hour and 40 minutes
So
flying.
it's not a super fancy university.
No, it's not. Yeah. No.
Yeah. And then you received this degree?
Yeah, I'm a child psychologist. And also I got a master's degree in business.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And how have you applied that with your work with People of Peru? How are you using those educational degrees?
Well, we have a lot of kids in the program. We work with families, a lot of families too. And I'm part of the administration in Iquitos, Peru. So that's where I do where I work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What kind of situations and experiences do you have? Can you share anything? I know you want to keep private, maybe specific names, but what kind of circumstances do you deal with there with the children? What kind of challenges are kids facing? Are there any stories you can share about helping the kids?
Oh, yeah. You mean our kids that we have at Papi's house? Well, every kid is different. Every kid is coming for different situations. If we focus in individual kid, we just go to a completely different world, each one. So we just need to do our best, how we can get a connection with each one, because their trauma that they got, you can imagine. They are just one. 1 month ago, we had a girl. She's 11 years old, and she didn't know she was pregnant. 3 months, and her father because
my.
her father. And her mom didn't want to help this gear. The mom threw this gear. She preferred to keep the husband and throw the little gear.
So she's 11 years old, and her mother knew what her father had done and
Yes.
threw out the girl instead of throwing
Yeah.
out the husband.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl's got to figure out how to go through life with this.
Yes, and when she got to our place, she even didn't know she was pregnant. When we did all the documentations to bring her, like what the government tell us to do, she was pregnant. So over there. And one more, we have a girl, I think she's right now 11 years old, but she's been 3 years already with us. She saw her stepfather killing her mom.
Oh,
Yeah, and the stepfather brought her to some little village, close where they live. He just threw her close to the river with a paper and her name and age. That was it.
so when you say you're reaching these children that are abandoned, this is tremendous crisis. This
Yes.
isn't just, I can't take care of my child, can you help? These are kids that are truly on their own with a lot of personal, physical baggage.
Yes. Very
And
sad.
and so your first step is probably not to say, well, let me have a Bible study with you.
Oh,
But
no.
you're there reaching their very, very clearly felt need, their personal struggle. Is there an aspect of walking them through who Jesus is and that he wants to have a relationship, a healthy relationship with them? Do you lead them to the gospel ultimately? Do you share Jesus with these kids?
Yes.
How does that happen?
Well, we had kids that in the past and now that they coming from another religion. So we are not trying to just push them to go to a Sabbath school. We just have worship time at our place. And when they get used to it, we bring them to church. We have a church very close to the crisis center. And even the church people help us so the kids can feel good enough to be there.
Amen. I want to take a break, and then I want to just talk about people of Peru and their connection to ASI here, being here at the ASI exhibit hall and part of the conference. We'll do that in just a moment. We certainly hope you've been encouraged, those of you watching and listening to the program. We have more to come. We need to take a break. So remember, you can give at missionsonlight.org. You can share this program with anyone right now. Thanks for doing both or either. We'll be back with more Mission Sunlight Chat.
Our salvation is a day-to-day matter, isn't it?
The real principle of the Sabbath is reconnecting ourselves with the Creator.
We must learn to abide in Jesus now.
We move ahead with our mission objectives, recognizing that we are serving together the Most High God.
Welcome back to Mission Sunlight Chat. My guest, Leovinia Perez from People of Peru Project. You've come here. We're in this exhibit hall for ASI. Why? What is the value to People of Peru Project? Why are you here personally?
Well, what People of Peru Project is, we want to share people what we're doing. We want to share people that there is a lot of need.
A lot of need.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and we want they to hear and know about us, the projects, programs, and everything we're doing.
Why is it important for ministries to be here?
Well, this is a very good point because people should come and know and notice and know more things, because not just for People of Peru Project, there are a lot of other organizations in the whole world. Just here, you come and these people are very happy to share what they're doing, and these visitors coming here you're going to be the one winning, like knowing more about what you can do, just helping or praying, or just sharing what you hear here. So that's a lot.
So here at ASI, you can find encouragement, and you can also be challenged to step up your ministry game a little bit, to be better at what you're doing for ministry when someone comes. What about somebody who is just in the local church somewhere in the pew and doesn't have any connection to ASI? Do you think it's important and valuable for people to attend an ASI conference and hear these testimonies? Do you think that's a value to them?
Yes, it is. We think people just coming here, I don't know, maybe for curiosity or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or, of course, everybody is having trouble in their self, But if
we all have challenges.
Yes, if you come to this place and you just see different way, like different of their problems, it's going to be like, wait a minute. So they having way more problems than me, So this can be something that maybe their heart is going to open, and their struggles maybe is little. And here with different kind of programs and projects are huge,
We find hope and courage in others' hope and courage, don't we?
Yeah.
Maybe you just want to share a closing thought of somebody who might be going through their own challenge. You just want to share something with our viewers or listeners.
Well, I invite you to connect to some of these organizations. If you just get through the work we're doing and you come as a volunteer, your life can change completely, because you, as I said, your struggles will go, because you're going to start seeing other people, their needs are, maybe these people need you more than you having, I don't know how to say that, but...
we both need each other.
Yes, but when you help others, you feel much better. I don't know if that happened to you or people that hearing, but it's very neat when it feels good when you help others.
I think the idea you're looking for is when we bless others, we are even more blessed.
Yes, and you feel good, know.
All right. Leovinia, thank you so much. Would you have a word of prayer for us before we close the program?
Sure. Can I pray in my language?
Yes, I promised you earlier if you wanted to do something in Spanish, you could, so this is your chance.
Thank you. Oremos. Amado Dios que estás en los cielos, gracias, Señor, por esta oportunidad de poder estar aquí en el ASI. Señor, te pido que derrames tu bendición acá y la semilla sea enviada a buen terreno, Señor. Muchas gracias. Bendice a todos aquí. Amén.
Amen. Thank you so much. Look forward to interviewing you in the future and hearing more how People of Peru Project. Give us your website.
Yeah, it's www.peopleofperu.org.
So peopleofperu.org is how they can connect with you.
Yes.
Do you have any of the social media platforms or just the website?
Yes, we have.
So they can look up your handle, People of Peru.
In Iquitos, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, that is today's program from the Media Missionaries of Network 7 Media Center. This has been Mission SONlight Chat with our guest, Leovinia from People of Peru. I'm Christopher Beeson, your host, and today's engineer, Jordan Wagner. Thank you for joining us. We thank you for sharing our show with your friends via text, email, and on your social media platforms. We also thank you for your gifts and your prayers, especially your prayers. That's all today from our mobile studios here in Kansas City at ASI. This is Mission SONlight Chat.